Is it worth the hype? Is it worth every penny? Are the colors justified? Are the records justified? Join me, the Township Runner, as we review the Nike Alphafly 3.
Athi ngikhiphela ama-push in fakela ama-boots I'm Thomas Benson nango Mr. Iron Duke yeah I say pass up against the whole.
The Nike Alphafly 3 is the third iteration of the Alphafly series, which is Nike's premium racing shoe. Shoe designed for tackling those marathon distances. The shoe comes in at 225 grams in a male UK size 10, and in South Africa, at the time of its release, it came out at 6,399 Rand and 90 cents. The shoe features a full length carbon plate, which is Nike's Fly Plate, and in terms of stack height, it has 40 millimeters at the back, 32 in front, which gives you an 8 millimeter drop. The shoe has a world of change that was done on it. The main standout is the continuous midsole that provides proper transition. Hello, what's up YouTube? It's your Township Runner with another shoe review. Before we get into the business of the day, massive shout out to all the subscribers, everyone that has viewed, liked, and commented on the videos thus far. Thank you so much for the support, much appreciated. Let's keep the community growing. Today, I'm reviewing a shoe that is just setting trends, or rather it has been setting trends. I'm talking about the Nike, depending where you come from in the world. The Nike Alphafly 3. Why is this shoe making so much noise? The reason being, currently the world records in the men and women, it's held in the shoe. The current PRs or PBs in marathon running are set in the shoe. Last year we saw Kelvin Kiptum, may his soul rest in peace, set a new world record in the Chicago Marathon wearing the first iteration of the shoe. And just a few days ago, we saw the women's record also being broken in this specific one, this iteration. Yep. So I had to pick it up and see what the fuss is about. I had to see what's going on here. What is making marathon running seem like a breeze, especially in this shoe? I mean, we all remember when the first Vaporfly came out, and it changed the spectrum. It changed what running shoes are about. And I think we are all aware that people are saying that Nike is the benchmark when it comes to running shoes. I'm not so sure, but we'll just go with that. I'm not trying to be rubbing any shoulders or pissing off anyone. I'm just stating what I've been hearing. So with the Alphafly 3, it has seen many updates from the version 2. The most noticeable one is in terms of the continuous outsole. If you remember the Alphafly 2, it had a breakaway right here. And that caused a whole lot of issues, specifically around the stability of the shoe. So Nike have tried to stabilize the shoe even more. And that is even more noticeable with the carbon fiber plate that's in here. It's a full length one, runs right through the shoe, right through the midsole, and they widened it to try and curb these instability concerns that people raised with the previous version. The other noticeable one is the shoe geometry. It was redesigned to try and rub or get rid of the rubbing in terms of the arch. And I don't want to lie, even in the version 3, I struggled. Currently I have my Saucony inner soles inside because it feels a whole lot more comfortable and easier to run with as opposed to the ones that the shoe came with. This shoe has been setting trends. If you've noticed, in most marathons, runners are appearing in clips and pictures in this version. And the one thing that Nike emphasized, or is still emphasizing with their Alphafly, is the importance of air technology in the shoes. So with the Alphafly 3, they still have 2 Zoom AirPods right here, and coupled with this cutaway to reduce the weight. But these are sitting a little bit further back as opposed to the previous version where they used to say this was for 4-foot strikers. So this is more designed or engineered towards mid-foot strikers. And even with the rear design, they've widened it a bit. I mean, I have a broad foot and my UK size 10 fits absolutely fine. In terms of weight, it's slightly bit bigger, but it's not that noticeable. I mean, in my UK size 10, it came in at 270 grams, which is a bit more than other premium racing shoes, but I didn't notice it that much. One of the things that I loved about the shoe was this lacing system that Nike has put on their shoe. It's easy to lock down. They still maintain that sock fitting design from the previous version with the pull tabs to make it easier for you to put on your foot. In terms of the material on the upper, it's still the AtomKnit, but it's the 3rd version, and it was designed for breathability and durability. It holds its own, and they strategically placed cushions or paddings around the shoe to reduce heel rubbing, and especially around the shoelaces here. They specifically placed material there to prevent you getting any slippery tongue or the shoe being unstable at the top. And the other noticeable thing that they've done is in terms of their rubber. They've used similar rubber to what we've seen in the previous version, but it's a bit more firmer, it's a bit more coarse. They've done strategically designed material just like a rubber at the heel, but it was strategically placed to reduce weight, but also to provide stability in the shoe. In terms of durability, I've only used the shoe for about 60 kilometers due to the injury that I've recently had. And the sessions that I've done, mainly in the track, I've done my 5,000s, I've done 1,000s. In terms of the road, I've only done 2 runs. I've only done a 3-kilometer dash and an easy 5K just to test the shoe. And I won't lie, because of my heavy weight, the shoe is showing signs of wear and tear, especially around the paint here where the rubber is not covering. And the rubber itself shows a bit of usage here. I feel that it might not last that long, depending on also how you land. So for the lighter guys, I think the shoe will be more durable. For us heavyweights, I would suggest that you must have it as part of a rotation and not just your go-to shoe for races as well as faster paced training sessions. Buy something else. Recently, a friend of mine returned his Vaporfly because of the durability issue. So different strokes for different folks. Yeah, that's it in terms of the Alphafly thus far. Will I still use it? Absolutely. Value for money, it's still yet to be tested properly, and I'll give you a proper analysis on another video. In terms of price point, it's a bit steep, I won't lie. I mean, in South Africa it comes around 6,000 rands, which is a lot for a shoe, one pair. However, when you compare it with other racing shoes, it still holds its own, you know. I think I'll be more able to give thorough details once I've fully healed and I put it through its paces to see if it stands the test of time. But as far as elite runners are concerned, I mean, we see the result. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the content, leave your comments in the comment section. Have you tested the Alphafly 3? How has it held thus far? How does it feel? If there's anything else you want to ask me regarding the shoe, drop it in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. Let's keep this page growing. The Township Runner.
AtomKnit lama push in fake lama boots. I'm Tomang Benson nango Mr. Iron Duke. Yeah, I say pass up against the Honti so. I should toss against the Pompey so. Jovicho, Booger 2 summertime.